get that stipulation together before that gets played. All right, let's get this nested hearsay issue taken care of before we break for the day.
I know you guys will love this. You guys show Nuts some love in the chat. Thank you for gifting memberships, Nuts.
I asked how inclined the court would be to entertain a request to do the nested hearsay, not today, but on another day.
Why?
Because I want to make certain that we have our most cogent, succinct, and
Good Atkins.
clear argument for the court, because we're going to get one go at it, and I want to make sure that we do it properly.
Well, hadn't y'all already briefed it?
Judge, we have briefed something similar. That's what we were looking for earlier. But I don't want to read a brief to the court. I just like to give about 4 lines to the court if I can. If the court
All right, 4 lines, over under on that being true.
On a different day. That particular one, because it has layers, and I want to make certain that we say it clearly and quickly.
I couldn't hear. Are we just saying, hey, I need more time because I haven't briefed it yet?
No, Judge, I'll be clear, and I'll say it loudly enough for everyone. We are asking to be allowed to make this argument on a day different than today. That is it. Please.
And
Thank you.
the reason is?
And the reason is we would like the opportunity to make certain that our argument is as concise as possible. We don't want to be trying to read a brief and distill information. We have briefed a similar subject. We would like to respond more clearly than we believe at this point we would end up doing today.
Well, the state has already sent what they thought was the issue to the court, which was 2 pages from a brief that was filed when in November of 2023, maybe? No, 2022. And that was in response to Mr. Copeland's statement. So the state has had plenty of time to come up with this. And you know something, we've been asking since December of 2022 for the unindicted co-conspirators. They were supposed to have been given to us well over a year ago. And now we get in here and unidentified people are being identified now as unindicted co-conspirators. And no, I object to any additional time because we got some unknown person referenced in this phone call. And I don't want to hear anything about, oh, well, now we know who the hell this guy is. Now we know who we're referring to. And now we know that this dude is an unindicted co-conspirator as well. And I don't even know whether it's a dude. So let me undo that reference.
And I apologize.
And the unindicted, the whomever it is that's unknown that you're referencing is Rel?
Yes.
Or what
yes.
sounds like Rel?
Yes.
So Judge, I'm sorry. We got the 9:30 p.m. Monday 9/9 supplemental brief by Mr. Harvey. And we want to just address everything and be concise. That's all.
Okay. And you know, y'all have had this for a couple of years now, and you indicted it. And you've had this wiretap.
All right. You don't need to be talking to her. So, I mean, I think your biggest sticking point is probably the fact that some of this is only coming through Rel. And we're probably going to have the same issue we just had with UNC, which is, unless you're going to be able to tell us more, it's only this statement that is going to be able to establish anything about, and obviously Rel is very knowledgeable about what's going on, or they wouldn't be talking to Rel about this kind of thing, but that's only the statement that establishes that.
So if we could be allowed at the same time that we address, that we provide the court the additional information the court said it'll allow us to do on that one, the call, or if we have to do it before, I'm just asking for an additional time to address the last call, just this last one.
Okay, so I haven't given you any additional time at this point to do anything about the call, right? That's out.
No, it was out. I thought that the court had said, something about redacting and if there,
Right. Yeah, yes, figure out a way to, yes. Okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. I mean, honestly, I'd like for us to do, what do you want, to just skip over it and move to another one?
yes, if we can, and then come back.
Well, we certainly have 3 more pages to get through. Have y'all looked to see whether you really want, or you really feel like all of what's in this is necessary to establish different issues? I'm sorry, yeah. It is 3 pages. Have y'all done that yet?
Because the court repeat the last part.
Yes. So we still have 3 more sheets worth of this printout that you gave us, which is probably 10 calls or so a sheet. So maybe 30 more pieces of a call. Have y'all taken a careful look at that to see whether you really need all of this to establish the issues in the indictment? Because, I mean,
So
this
we're,
is gonna take a long, long time to get through.
and so obviously, Your Honor, we are trying as the court, as we go on, to pare down where we can, as much as we can, but at the same time, keep defense apprised of things that we may use so that there's no argument that we didn't, but we
Yeah.
can look at it some
I'd
more.
like for y'all to start making some decisions about, oh, we're not gonna use this. So have you done that
Please.
evaluation yet?
We, on a lot of others, these are the ones we said we wanted to use. So yes, we can do that more. And as it relates to these that the court has in front of it, Your Honor, yeah, we'll give it another pass.
Okay.
We'll
thank
give it
you.
another pass.
Appreciate that.
That was a loud cough. Oh my god. As Satchel, I would love if the judge swapped the monitor so we could watch Whitaker stare down the state in real time. Like, instead of swapping these seats, let's swap the monitors.
Does the court have another day because, that we can just, or do you
Have
just want us
another
to send the
non-jury
one
day?
to us?
Oh.
Yes.
I mean, can y'all get that done by Monday too? Or no?
My team is saying we're gonna,
I mean, I'm asking.
if we could have a couple more days, but if we have to, we will.
That's,
We'll-
I mean, get it, we're not gonna be
By
able to
Monday.
discuss it next week anyway. So
And then next.
get it done
So,
by the 20th.
Thank you,
so we're not arguing today?
thank you.
I don't know whether we're going to.
That's next
We're gonna
Friday.
Argue the other ones, but,
You know.
there's other stuff we can do.
No, I meant the
The,
call 2119.
We're not gonna play 2119 prior to the 20th, so we, appreciate that.
so, Mr. Harvey, I guess that your brief that you filed is so impressive and intimidating that they want some time to be able to respond to it.
Just agree to it because it's right.
So have y'all gotten together yet on, Mr. Steele made us all a nice chart of where he thinks the evidence, the status of the various exhibits is. Have y'all been able to look at it and see where there is any kind of discrepancy in what y'all believe?
We have been looking at that. We've not done that joint effort, but we've been comparing Mr. Steele's chart with what our chart and what Ms. Weaver's is.
And where are y'all on that?
We're checking with our team member that's in the office now.
Okay, because had I walked in here at 9, dealt with the 2 Rule 22s, and then said, let's hit the exhibits, which I told y'all by email several days ago is what I wanted to do today, would y'all have been ready?
Look at that person over here
Hmm.
to be arguing that.
Okay, so that answer sounds
Atkins.
like,
Master exhibit list, Your Honor,
Okay.
and that we can forward that we believe is up to date. And we can take some time, over the next couple of days to go over that with any designated person from defense, but we can forward the master exhibit list that we have that we believe is.
all right, y'all exchange that and copy Ms. Persfield as well. And then y'all get together to narrow down where there might be disagreement on the exhibit list. Yeah, because it's gonna be a bear and we can't just put it off until the end. We need to be doing this a few times as we go along. Okay. So, y'all, Mr. Ryan's crowd is gonna get together on whatever else that evidence might be and where there might be disagreement.
The state's going to get us a list by Sunday, narrow down, we'll have conversations based on that.
Okay. All right. And y'all are both gonna get me briefs by Monday, I think is what I said on the what was it? What did I tell y'all to brief me on? Anybody know?
I believe we were supposed to. Yes, over, and whether or not
It was
over
something
X.
else. Yeah,
Was someone in jail or that ends the conspiracy with that one?
well, somebody wanted to do that a long time ago and never did.
The other one was whether or not an overact not listening indictment could solely be the basis of a conviction on count one.
Okay,
But you abandoned it.
No,
You think that something not charged? Is that what we're gonna research?
yes, that's what
An
was.
overact that is
not
not listed, not a count chart, but an overact not listed.
Did you provide any law?
no, they haven't yet. That's what I would like for them to do.